Hello students. Now we discuss interpolation with unequal intervals. So in the previous video we discussed interpolation with equal intervals. Okay, I just write you here the difference between what are equal and unequal intervals. Suppose the values of x are given as 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are the suppose the given values of x. So here the difference between the values of x 0 and 2, the difference is 2, then 2 and 4 the difference is 2 again. So likewise the differences between each values of x is same. So here this kind of the values of x, that is from 0 to 10, so this is called equal intervals. Okay, and the other type, for example, the values of x are unequally distributed. For example, 1, 3, then 4, 7, 8, 10, likewise. So here the differences between the values of x are unequal or not same. Here the difference is 2. So here 3 and 4 the difference is 1. Likewise, so here the differences is distributed unequally. Okay, so this is called unequal intervals. Okay, so for equal intervals, in the previous video we discussed two methods. The one is Newton's forward interpolation formula, and then Newton's Newton's backward interpolation formula. So these are the two numerical methods we discussed for equal intervals. Now for unequal intervals, so as per our syllabus we have two methods. Okay, so those two methods now we discuss. So for unequal intervals, the first concept we are discussing is divided differences. Okay, so now what are these divided differences? Now we discuss that if x naught, y naught, x1, y1, x2, y2 be the given points, means x naught, x1, x2, x3, so on, these are the values of x. Then y naught, y1, y2, y3, so on, so these are the values of y. The values of x and y are given. Then the first divided differences for the arguments for the values of x, x0 and x1 is defined by the relation in a square bracket x0 comma x1. So expressing these x0 and x1 in a square bracket, so this is the notation saying that first divided differences. Okay, that you remember, this is in a square bracket, the values of x are x0 and x1, so this is called first divided differences, and which is given as y1 minus y0 divided by x1 minus x0. So we are taking this difference, so this is called first divided differences. Then we take the for other values of x, so this is for x0 and x1. Next, for the values of x1 and x2, for x1 and x2 it is defined as y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Similarly, for the arguments x2 and x3, it is given by y3 minus y2 divided by x3 minus x2. Okay, so these are called first divided differences. Now the second divided differences for the three values of x, that is x0, x1 and x2, that we represent in a square bracket, x0, x1, x2 in a square bracket. So this notation is second divided differences. Second divided differences for the arguments x0, x1 and x2, which is defined as square bracket of x1 x2 minus square bracket of x0 x1. Okay, then divided by this x2 minus x0, x2 minus x0. So this is the second divided differences for the arguments x0, x1 and x2. Similarly, for the next arguments x1, x2 and x3, it is given by x2 minus in a square bracket x2 comma x3 minus in a square bracket x1 comma x2 divided by x3 minus x1. Okay, so this is the second divided differences. Similarly, so third divided differences for the arguments x0, x1, x2, x3, which is given by in a square bracket x1, x2, x3 minus again. So this is the notation for the second divided differences. See that this one x1, x2, x3, this value from the previous minus of x0, x1, x2, this value minus of this value. So these we are taking from the previous, then divided by x3 minus x0. So this is called third divided differences. So these differences we put in a table form as, see, taking the values of x and the values of y, right? Now as we defined first divided differences as y1 minus y0, okay, then divided by x1 minus x0, y1 minus y0 divided by x1 minus x0 we take, and that value we write in the middle of this, and it is just a notation. x0 comma x1 is a notation. If we have the numbers, then taking the differences of these numbers here we get in terms of numerical value. Similarly, the next one is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 we take, okay, and that value we represent as square bracket of x1 comma x2. Similarly, we continue this till the given values of x and y. Okay, then second divided differences, it is given by the value of x1 x2 minus of the value of this x0 x1, okay, this value minus of this value, then divided by, as we have x2 minus x0, x2 minus x0 we take. And here just one point you please remember, here in the table where we are using the notations, here it is very easy to say that the differences in the denominator x2 minus x0 we take, x2 minus x0, but when there are numbers we are not using notations. Then how you take the values, the differences of values of x? I just tell you one simple technique. Here this value we are second divided differences we are writing, so this value minus of this, I just give one simple technique. From this we take a cross line, okay, from this to this, then this to up to value of y, then again this cross line, and here taking the cross line, and here this. So here now which are the values? The corresponding value of this y is x2 and the corresponding value of this y0 is x0, okay, then this value minus of this value divided by, so here the values of x are x2 minus x0. If you just draw some rough line, this will help you to take the values of x, okay. Similarly, to write this value, again taking the cross line, okay, so this minus of this, and here this one, okay, and this comes to this way. When you take the cross line y1 here, the corresponding value is x1. When you take the cross line y3, the corresponding value is x3. So here this value minus of this, then the corresponding is x3 minus x1. This is the way you can take, and this technique will help you when you are writing the third divided and fourth divided differences, because when you are writing the third divided difference, see this value minus of this value usually we take, okay, this value minus of this, then divided by the values of x. Which values of x we have to consider? See the technique, that is cross line. This here it comes, and here it comes, and here, right? So this is the cross line, the corresponding is y3 here. When you take the cross line, it comes y0, then corresponding values of x are x3 here, then x0, x3 minus x0. So this point will help you when you take the cross line like this, then it helps you to consider the values of x. Okay, so you can it is better to draw a cross line so that it helps you to consider the values of x, the differences of values of x. Okay, so this is the divided difference table. Now with the help of this divided differences, we consider the numerical method. The name is called Newton's divided difference formula. This is the numerical method, Newton's divided difference formula. Now as per this method, y0, y1, y2, so on yn, so these are the values of y, and the corresponding values of x are x0, x1, x2, so on xn. Okay, then from the definition of the divided differences, we have the formula as y equal to y0 plus x minus x0 into square bracket of x0, x1. It's very simple. Y0, this is the given in the problem, y0, the first value of y, plus we take the difference of x minus x0. So x means for which we are finding the value of y. Okay, so this x value will be given in the problem. For that value of x, we are finding y, taking that x value minus of x naught, first value of x. Okay, so taking that difference, and this is what, this is the first divided difference. So this value we obtain from the table. Okay, first what we need to form the table, from the table we take this value, then plus x minus x naught, this difference, into x minus x1, taking the next value of x, that is x1, then this is called second divided difference. This value we obtain from the table, right? Then x minus x naught, taking x minus x1, then we continue another x2, x minus x2, then this is called third divided difference value. Likewise we continue the formula depending on the divided difference table. If we have up to third divided difference in the table, we write it till this. Okay, now this is called Newton's divided difference formula. Okay, so now we consider a problem using Newton's divided difference formula. Evaluate f of 9, means we are going to find the value of y at x equal to 9. So these are the given values of x and y. Okay, the first step is we have to form the divided difference table. Okay, now yes, so here the values of x and y. Okay, these are the values of given values of x and y. Now we take the first divided difference, that is 392 minus 150 divided by 7 minus 5. Okay, this we get 121. Similarly we take 1452 minus 392 divided by 11 minus 7, then 265. Likewise we taking the differences, we get the first divided differences. Now taking the second divided differences, so see here I drawn the cross line from this to this, from this to this, then 265 minus 121, when you taking the cross line, the corresponding values of x are 11 minus 5. When you draw the cross line, it helps you to consider the values of x. Okay, similarly 457 minus 265, the cross line ends here up to value of y, then cross line ends here, the corresponding values are 7 and 13. So 457 minus 265, 13 minus 7. This is the way we take. Similarly, next one. Then third divided differences are 32 minus 24. Then which values of x you take? So again, with the help of the cross line, this and here, it ends here. Okay, this is 13. When you take the cross line again to this, then to this, and it ends here 150. So here is 13 and here it is 5. 13 minus 5. Okay, this is the way we consider the values of x. Similarly, the next value is 1. Then fourth divided difference value becomes 1 minus 1, 0. Clear? Now the value of x is 9. Substituting these values in the formula, that is y naught. Okay, y naught is 150, the first value of y, plus x minus x naught. X is 9, okay, which is given, minus x naught is 5, plus first divided difference 121, plus then 9 minus 5, x minus x naught, into x minus x1. X1 is 7. Then second divided difference value is 24. Then 9 minus 5, x minus x naught, x minus x1. Then this is x minus x2, that is 11, into third divided difference is 1. So then we simplify. So answer is 8, 10. So this is the way we apply the Newton's divided difference formula and we find the value of y. Okay, it's very simple. We just write the we form the table. With the help of the table, we substitute the values in the formula and we calculate with the help of the calculator. Okay, now similarly we can try some other problems. Now we take the problem where we are finding the polynomial. Here the value of x will not be given. What we need to find? Polynomial. So particularly in the question, this word will be given, or simply it is asked to find f of x. Either find or determine f of x. That means we have to find the polynomial. X value will not be given. We are getting the y in terms of x. That is polynomial we are finding for the given data. So the values of x and y are given. So with the help of the given values, we form the table. Again, similarly, as I explained in the previous problem, taking the differences 33 minus 1245 divided by minus 1 plus 4, minus of minus plus big. Okay, that is minus 404. Likewise, you do the calculation, you get the numbers up to we have 4 divided differences. Then here x is x only, because we are finding f of x in terms of x. Okay, this is y naught 1245 plus x minus x naught. X minus x naught is minus 4, minus minus plus 4. Then this is the first divided difference value, minus 404, plus x minus x naught is x plus 4 into x minus x1. X1 is again minus 1, so it becomes plus 1 into second divided difference 94. Likewise we continue till fourth divided difference. Then we simplify the steps, then we get the required polynomial. And remember the one point, so when the problems on the polynomial, after getting the polynomial, you can verify your answer by substituting the values of x. See here, in this obtained polynomial, you can put x equal to minus 4. Putting x equal to minus 4, this f of minus 4 should be 1245. By putting x equal to minus 4 in the obtained polynomial, if you are getting 1245, then your answer is correct. This is the way you can verify your answer. Okay, this is the one type of problem. So similarly we can try some other problems. Okay, thank you.